Hey guys, this is Michelle from Virtual Hand Care, and in this video I'm going to show you 5 exercises that you can do when you're healing from a finger injury. If you're interested in what happened with my finger, I do have a video here where I go into a little bit of details, but it was a puppy bite injury and no fracture or surgery, anything like that. However, I noticed how quickly my other fingers were kind of stiffening up, how sensitive they were becoming, and so I thought this would be a great opportunity to show you a few very gentle exercises to help keep those uninjured fingers and thumb and wrist moving. Quick disclaimer, always make sure you get clearance from your doctor before you start these exercises or any kind of exercise program. Okay, let's get started. So obviously these exercises are going to be for somebody that just has a finger involvement, maybe fingertip, not the whole entire hand. So what we're going to do first is prop up on your elbow. You can do these exercises on a pillow, whatever is comfortable for you. And keep in mind, go as fast or as slow as you want to with these. And the first exercise we're going to do is we're going to just lightly work on the large knuckles, and we're going to go down into knuckle benders. And we're going to go up and down and do 10 of these. That's 2. That's 3. Make sure the wrist is back a little bit. That's 4. I have my hand here just to kind of block a little bit too and just kind of support the fingers and the hand. That's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Okay, the next exercise we're going to do index to thumb and open. And we're going to go to middle to thumb and open. And we're going to go to our injured finger. You just do what you can. Again, this will depend on, what finger is involved for you. You can completely skip the finger that is injured for you. And open and thumb and small finger and open. So you can just do your uninvolved fingers if you want to, like I said, and completely skip your other finger and just go to those. So those other fingers and that thumb do not get too stiff. Now, if your finger feels okay and you can do this exercise, then go ahead and do that. And you can go ahead and go through about 10 times to each fingertip. Good, and relax. Okay, the third exercise, you're gonna go ahead and use your other hand to block the little joints of the fingers. Now, with this particular exercise, you might feel your injured finger bend a little bit, so you really just go as much as what feels comfortable. If you start feeling it too much in your injured finger, then just back off a little bit. And so we're gonna just go ahead and curl down. And notice I'm not using a finger to block on my other finger. You can if you'd like to. However, I have a little wound right here, and if I put pressure right there, it doesn't feel too comfortable. So I'm gonna go ahead and leave my fingers off of my injured finger. And then you wanna go ahead and lightly contract those uninvolved fingers and back up. That's 1. And come down, and if your thumb moves a little bit too, that's great. That's 2. That's 3. That's 4. 5. Now, if you need to stop, you can go ahead, or if those feel okay for you, you can go ahead and continue on for 5 more here. That's 6. Just do what you can. 7. 8. 9. And 10. Good job. Okay, now this 4th exercise is called a C stretch. Oftentimes, because we're limited with motion of our whole hand because of one finger, they all can become very stiff, and that one finger can prevent all the fingers from going through their full motion. So we want to go ahead and stretch those uninvolved fingers down into the palm as much as we can. So I like to use my other hand and make a C. Relax your fingers as much as you can. And what you're going to do is place your thumb on the fingernail, and then your index finger is going to kind of be right above the knuckle. And then you're going to give yourself a little bit of a curl or a little tuck into the palm. And you want to hold that a couple of seconds. Now, if you can go all the way down into the palm, then that's great. Hold. And then just relax, and then go to the other uninvolved finger. Making sure wrist is back, all fingers are nice and relaxed. So you can go ahead and just stretch down into the palm, basically to as much motion as what you can do, and back up. And coming down to that index finger, stretching as much as you can. If your index finger is one injured, obviously you're not going to do that finger. And back up. And then we also want to do the thumb. Push that thumb across the palm as much as you can. Hold a couple of seconds. And then relax. And again, go back through all those involved fingers. And you would want to do these stretches a good 5 to 10 repetitions. And you can do these a couple of times a day until you feel like you're getting that stiffness out of those uninvolved fingers. And that thumb. Good. Okay, this 5th exercise is going to be more for the wrist because we want to make sure the wrist doesn't get stiff. Really, you would want to do exercises for your wrist, for your elbow, for your shoulder, for any body parts that are not injured, because it's amazing how quickly things get stiff when you have an injury and you're not able to use that hand normally. So this 5th exercise, all we're going to do is just work on lightly moving that wrist back and forth. And we're going to do about 5 to 10 repetitions of these as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. As you can see, we're getting some finger movement by just working on that wrist too. 6, 7, 8. Make sure the fingers are completely relaxed. 9. And 10. Good job. Now, once that finger starts feeling a little better, you're getting a little more movement going, then check out these videos here where I show you finger exercises so you can work through that stiffness and get your range of motion back to normal. If you found this video helpful, do please give it a like, and also don't forget to hit that subscribe button below. Thanks for watching.